Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for combos.
Let's see how long the opponent lets us do cool things.
Triggers. What is happening? Commanders.
In my opinion, the most broken deck you're gonna see. Monkeys!
This is Historic Brawl. What's up, Mesa Falcons? It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena, Brawl with a brand new Alchemy Commander that actually feels really close to a real Magic card. It's an insanely fun one. It's a legendary Ooze Giant, Mitotic Ultimus. Look at the art. This is Godzilla in Ooze form. This is insane. It's a legendary creature, Ooze Giant, 8/8 trample that costs X less to cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Think of it like a great henge type clause in the command zone. The numbers are even the same. The casting cost is the same as a great henge. Now, when this dies, conjure 2 cards named Mitotic, I've never known, Mitotic Slime onto the battlefield. So when this powerful card dies, you get 2 of these slimes. These slimes are each 4/4 creatures, and when they die, create 2/2 green ooze creature tokens that have, when they die, create 2 1/1 green ooze creature tokens. So yeah, the 2 slimes die, they make 2 2/2s each. Each of those die, they make 2 1/1. It's anyway crazy. It's board presence, and it's really hard to stop. If the opponent can't exile the great Ultimus, they're going to suffer. So we have a deck that accelerates out this amazing Ooze Giant quickly, and you will see in the gameplay, it catches people by surprise. Now, today's video is sponsored by AG1, and we're also planning to drop it on St. Patrick's Day, so we had to do something as green as possible here for the deck. We'll have more words from our sponsor in a minute, but mono green in Brawl is one of the funnest ways to play it. The color green might be dead. It's almost completely dead aside from like up the beanstalk in standard, but in Brawl we can smash in with an 8/8 and no little mouse is going to get double strike and monstrous rage over the top of us. It's more fun that way. So let's introduce what makes this deck very unique. Starting out our games, we want to ramp. So we have a fast mana package that does exactly that. And if you are playing a green deck that can run these cards to get you way ahead on mana, that's what you want. Utopia Sprawl, then in the 2 mana spot, rampant growth type effects like Glimpse the Core, Into the North, rampant growth, Tangle Florahedron. Basically, we are mulliganing for a 1 mana ramp spell every single game if we can help it. So keep that in mind as you're keeping your hands. Flare of Cultivation is broken with certain cards like the Kamiya Bamboo Groves, but is also just a really nice ramp card in general. And Sowing Myco Spawn is here because it goes and gets very specific lands like Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx that can take us even further beyond mana wise. Now, one card I want to cover here that I uncovered in the Alchemy format, Traverse Valley. This is 1 green for a sorcery, and it seeks a non-basic land card. I just thought it was a land card. So the fact that you can use this to seek a non-basic land out of your deck is very amazing. It could make sure that you have a cavern against a blue mage. Well, make sure is a strong statement, but you'll see we don't have that many utility lands. There's only 5 of them. So this card is a 1 in like, or I guess I have 7. Scratch that, but it is a chance at getting one of those busted lands like Nykthos or Cavern or Castle Garenbrig very early in the game, or Urza's Cave that can go get one of those anyway. So the Forage Kicker is also really nice. If somehow you happen to get the cards into your graveyard to kick this early, you can put that card onto the battlefield instead of into your hand. So this is just a nice little addition I added to the deck. It's not reliable turn 1 ramp. It's not a good reason to keep your opening hand on its own, but I found it to be a very good card in general. That's just an uncommon in Alchemy. Not sure when this snuck into the format, but I like it. Now we go into the what we'll call the 3 mana spot, but you're trying to play it on turn 2 off of a ramp, and this is where the deck gets interesting. We gotta do some math. The goal of the deck is to have turn 3 Mitotic Ultimus, turn 3 8/8 trample, and let that really carry us to victory. The magic number for this is 5. If we have a turn 2, thanks to a ramp creature, 5 power creature Then the next turn, we can have the Ultimus on curve, like just slam it onto the battlefield. So that's the plan. That's why you see Love Struck Beast. But you also see creative ways to make these numbers work, like Outcast or Trailblazer. If you plot this on turn 2 and then play it on turn 3, it may only have 4 power, but it makes a mana that can also cast your commander and get you over that limit. The Hammer Skull does the job, so does Ronus the Indomitable. Wayward Swordtooth does the job. The Mammoth does it if you have a landfall, so the Mammoth makes the cut. The Imperiosaur does it. The Topiary Stomper sneakily does it because you ramp for a land with the Stomper, so if you hit your land drop, you get there. The Llanowar Tribe sneakily does it because it taps for 3, and the Old Growth Troll can do it as well in its own way. I mean, really not. Like, the Troll is much harder to do it with, right? Because you play this and then you're mana short the next turn. The cool thing about the Troll is if they kill it, you get the ramp, right? You get to enchant the forest. The Troll is one of the more sus cards in the deck, but it does the job. And the Steel Leaf Champion does it. Going up our next phase after we drop this thing, or after the opponent kills our 5 power 3 mana creature, is more big chonkers to make it more likely that we can play it the next turn if they interact, because it's Brawl, and that's what happens. Mythweaver Pock, Hulking Raptor, Nullhide Ferox, Pelucranos World Eater. This is a sweet one later when we make a bajillion mana. We'll show you how. The Agnosaur Rex out of Aetherdrift is awesome here. The Ojer Kazlim Deepest Growth is amazing in this deck. Vorinclex. The Cavalier of Thorns comes with a land. We're playing some big ones here, guys. If you like Timmy's stats, this deck is stats. It's a 5 mana 9/7 vanilla Tarian World Tyrant. Also a dinosaur ooze, by the way, so it chicks all of our typal boxes. A Gigantosaurus is a 5 mana 10/10 that makes the cut. We also have Lumra, Primeval Titan, Ulvenwald Hydra to go get a land, and Wormcoil Engine, because if they kill it, it still leaves things behind. So yeah, a lot of power in that kind of mid-rangey mode where they're trying to keep us off the board. Then we have card advantage. And the idea here is once you get your big ooze down, even if we're not fully killing the opponent, we want to take it even further beyond and bury the opponent. So we've got a lot of ways to get card advantage. Shaper Sanctuary is card advantage if they target our stuff. It's an interactive format. This is great here. Once Upon a Time is card selection. We'll call this card selection as well, because we also have our tutors here, like Court of Calling, Invasion of Ikoria, Finale of Devastation, to go get the right creature at the right time for what situation we're in. Up the Beanstalk is sweet in this particular deck. And then we have the big draws. Momentous Fall. We can sack our commander to draw 8 and make those oozes. If we do this in response to an exile effect, the opponent is going to cry. Then we have Return of the Wildspeaker, Rich Cards Expertise, and Season of Gathering that draws cards equal to the power, the greatest power on the field. You know what we're talking about. It's potentially a 2 mana 8/8. We're gonna draw like 8 cards off these. Once we've gone absolutely into the stratosphere of cards, now we move into ending the game. And to do that, we need a ton of mana to take basically a big green storm turn. Great Henge makes a lot of sense because we're already playing that type of game. Craterhoof Behemoth is a killer once you have a board. Vorinclex Voice of Hunger, along with Verdant Rejuvenation, along with, where is she at? Nissa, who shakes the world, and another one, Virtue of Strength, and Nyx Bloom Ancient. They are all there to just take us into the absolute stratosphere for mana and cards. Last March of the End, same thing. Nissa Ascendant Animist is another Craterhoof effect. If we use the -7, everything gets overrun and just smashes the opponent. Vaultborn Tyrant pops off with so many things in our deck because of the large creatures and because of the dies effects. Of course it goes in. And the Vorinclex Monstrous Raider also adds the ability to kind of ultimate like a Nissa Who Shakes the World or Ascendant Animist the turn that we play it. Vorinclex Monstrous Raider is an insane card anyway, and sometimes even acts as a stack piece. But what takes the deck to another level, and I'll show you in the games, is Altar of Dementia, which lets us mill out our opponent, because each Ultimus on its own represents, what is that? So many cards. It's like 24 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like 32 cards each time we can play the Ultimus, represented by Altar of Dementia. And then also if they try to exile it, we can respond by sacrificing it and getting those effects. So yeah, late in the game, we make some mega power creatures. We play the Altar, we sack the commander, it makes the oozes, it goes back to the command zone, we play it again, we sack it again, it makes the oozes, then we can sack the oozes to make more oozes. Boom. We show it in the game. If you are skeptical that I can mill someone's whole deck just with the power and toughness from my board with this commander, I will show you. Watch the video. Here's the lands that are more than lands. We have a bunch of MDFCs, and then we have some of the absolute heavy hitters in Urza's Cave, Shifting Woodland Lair, the Hydra, Boseiju Who Endures, Nykthos, and Cavern of Souls. Are you ready for a green machine? Let me show you how to get crazy stats out of being green. And let's hear from the sponsor of today's video, AG1. And as always, you're cool. Today's video is sponsored by AG1. AG1 is a more-in-one solution that provides a ton of essential vitamins and minerals, pre and probiotics, and superfoods all in one scoop. It may be circulating that this Mesa Falcon guy is not as young as I used to be, and keeping my energy up is really difficult, especially during long, dark Michigan winters. Healthy habits are hard to maintain, which is why AG1 actually worked out for me. You just add a scoop and a couple of drops, and 8 to 12 ounces of cold water, shake it up, and you've done it. This one drink gives you so much that you need for your entire day. AG1 contains your daily dose of antitoxins, probiotics, and functional mushrooms to support overall immune health. AG1 has really helped me keep my energy all day without more caffeine. AG1 provides nutrients that support the nervous system and help you keep a healthy mood. You may have noticed that I'm not as salty as I used to be. Sometimes, right? I'm getting better, right? I'm not... Surely. If you want to get to Mythic, you have to keep your cool, and that requires a healthy mindset and energy and a good attitude, and all of those things are easier to achieve when you have your daily AG1. So what are you waiting for? Use my link in the description or scan the QR code to subscribe and save $20 off your first subscription of AG1. That's $20 off when you scan the QR code or use my link in the description. Every new customer using my link gets $76 worth of free extras with their starter kit. Support the sponsor of this video by clicking the link in the description and getting started today and getting $20 off because you use my link. Now back to the video. Opponent is Sauron, the Dark Lord. We have 2 ramp pieces, but no forests. I guess I have to mulligan. Maybe I should have just tried to get there with that hand. I don't know. This Crater Hoof is not good here, but that's a good draw if this elf lives. It's dead. The elf is dead. Wait, what? The elf is not dead? Cool. What do they have? What holds priority there that they don't use? Anyway, extra lands, let's go. Woo! Okay. Can this resolve? Is that gonna happen? I'm going for it. That's a good card. Well, yeah, that always makes me want to play more Magic. Just getting mana drained for 9 on turn 4. That makes me really excited about the game. Fusion Archive. Oh god, are they gonna somehow ramp out the Sauron without even black mana? I should have seen it coming, because who would keep a hand like this? Nobody. They're sacking it. They need the lands. Oh my god. Don't tell me that you mana drain me for 9 and then lose. No way. Now they have File? Dude, strict downgrade. Into a Dark Ritual. What the hell is happening? If they have the land here and they play Sauron, that's so amazing. Really upsetting. Okay, they time warp. Okay, what the hell is this game? Into a treasure map. That's the best you can do? See, if I go this channel, then play both of them, I still have 4. So I can go bam, bam, bam. Yo, dude, no, come on, dude. Okay, wow. Just wow. This might be one of the more messed up games of Magic I've ever seen. As far as like, they're just throwing the busted at us. Mana Drain and Dark Ritual. And Wash Away. Like, Wash Away is an OG power card in the format, but Mana Drain, Dark Ritual should be like GG. We shouldn't play any more Magic after that. It should be over. All right, into the open mana. Do we get countered? Or do we go for like Stomper and what? Another 3 mana card? A Troll, perhaps? Let's go for it. No, it's a 2 mana card with Finale. Let's see what happens. But we did unlock the great power that is the Wayward Swordtooth. They might counter this just because they feel a need to act. See, they had the counter spell, they sat on it. Now you take 5. Suffer. Suffer. You must suffer for your ways. This is the highest mana value. Ugh. I mean, why not? Let's get countered. It's fun. I love getting countered. Getting countered is great. They used a all-purpose counterspell last turn. The odds of them having another one did seem kind of low. I don't want to go for the hoof until they slam their commander. When the commander comes down, we go hoofing. It's okay. Sure. It's a good card. Why not? You know, I might have this tough choice next turn of Hoof or Verdant Rejuvenation. Okay, they have 2 mana open. Or are they more likely to have something that counters a spell or a creature? Oh. This is how they draw cards. Brilliant. Look at them. What a shining beacon of power and amazingness. The Pact of Negation? You might regret that. You amass Orcs 1. I hoof the holy out of you. Green. This is how green works. Valgavoth Terror Eater as the commander. You think they need a lot of mana? I bet they do. So this is a Mystic into a Surprise. Well, now it's a Halfling. Into a Surprise that can get you lands, that can cast the Sowing Mycospawn. Fun. Let's see if we get mana screwed for this. You gotta imagine some removal, but you also have to imagine drawing a land in your 40 land deck. Hey, how about that? Lucky. That's what I am. I was pretty lucky. Good card. Scary, actually. Our opponent has Grief or something that costs 0. Maybe a Flare. Probably a Flare. Options. We have options. I'm gonna go for the Beast. At least they'll have trouble racing this. So they get to hold back. We don't want to fight that. That's the opposite of how we want to do things. Nykthos would be 4. Stompums? Maybe I should have played my commander there. In case of board wipe. But we're getting to where Nissa can finish the job. Uh-huh. A likely board wipe. Yep, that's what I get for not playing my commander there. Let's kick it. Actually, we don't want it on the battlefield, do we? We want it in hand. Woodland. Okay. Power out.
I will protect the virtue of this world. The land shall conquer you.
Now we drop the Ultimus. Oosh. And we have protection with the Smuggler's Surprise if they try to exile it. Valgavoth, you didn't hit my hand at all. With Mox Amber. How do you get Valgavoth out with that? That's crazy.
When I win, you're telling me what you know about the Raven Man.
Necropotence, I understand. But how on earth do you cast your commander? Power up. Max him out. Smash to smithereens. A veteran brawler with a Marchesa Dealer of Death approaches. Those usually kill everything they ever see. Can they kill a turn 3 max Mitotic Ultimus? I'm sure I said that right. I'm positive. I also need to draw lands. Surveil land, go. This is another one of those brawl decks that's like 80% removal. Okay, nice duress. Good game. Hammers. Oh, they're gonna have to have the removal. It can't be an edict. Awkward mana. Unlicensed Hearse, that ain't gonna help you. That's not gonna help you, buddy. That's an 8/8 on turn 3. You could concede now, I would understand. Let's go ahead and punch for 6 while we can. If we could untap that thing, the opponent would just be dead. Pass the turn in fear. No, that was a quick surveil. Are you concerned? Ooze. Godzilla ooze. Elspeth as a commander? What a passion project. You barely see this card get play, let alone be the commander of the deck. This hand is great. Hand is great. We can play Ronus on turn 2. Possibly play Ultimus on turn 3. Just have to draw a land and keep our Llanowar elves alive. Now we could just flare. I guess flare would like guarantee it, but I'm greedy, especially with an 8-drop in hand. Beautiful. You got something? A bank buster? I promise you that won't be enough. Smash. Oh, we're done? I was gonna sack this and make 2 4/4s and go get 2 more lands and cast it again the next turn. Ah, toxic gaming at its finest. Blue decks. Blue decks in Brawl are funny. They are the worst. They think they can counter everything. You just have to play a green deck and show them what's up. Mull to the right cards. I have to keep this one. It's Llanowar Elves. It probably won't work out that well, though, especially with a Vorinclex. They didn't kill anything. I think I have to... I can't just play the champion here. I have to say go. If they try to kill the elf, we can flash in the satyr. Now. Stupid monkey. Okay. You want 4? Pretty good trade. I need to keep hitting lands. So the Kami's staying home. Okay. Ristic. Have a card. I think an 8/8 is worth it. It's a lot of damage. Can they deal with it? Okay. A little slow. This is why we gotta keep hitting those land drops. Give me the flash creature. We have 6 mana here altogether. I could get this back and keep getting more lands. Interesting. Is that what we need? I can't really do much with 6 lands next turn. Yeah, give me back the Kami. Especially against the Ristic Study. With a layer on board. Here it comes. Ooh, there. Oh man, I'm close. I'm close, but I'm not there. I'm still short. They're gonna get to untap and do something scurry. I can get them to 2. That's not 0. What if... They have the Curiosity. That's a heartbreaker. We'll drop you to 4. Blow up your lantern. Slow down your mana. And see if they win the game. Curiosity would make me upset. Okay, they damage it. Can they exile it? Do they have a plan? Okay. Did they read the card? Opponent? Did you read the card? Uh-huh. Oh, and you're not dead? But they're kind of dead, aren't they? Annoying card.
Phyrexia is the future.
Nykthos. Seven freaking manas. Bring you back out. Let's cycle you. Four manas. How do we give a little bonus? I don't think we do. Could have also actually just killed the witness protection. There's probably like 3 ways to win that game right there, and I'm tired. I would rather see him squirm for all the things that blue decks have done to me lately since I started playing green. Yep, get out. You have failed. No, the mirror. This card can't catch on. Come on. Not before the video comes out. This doesn't have a turn 1 elf, but it might once upon a time into one. Nah, can't risk it. Not good enough. Not in this matchup. Regal Imperiosaur. Glimpse into what? Into what? Still feels way too slow, but I guess we try. Turn 1 elf. Okay, with at least with Kami they might come up short, right? Okay, they're still doing the landfall thing. I decided the deck really didn't need it, but let's see. Did they have the creature? Nope. So this looks like right now they're playing Mythweaver Pawk, but with this as the commander instead, which is not really... I don't think that's where you want to be. I think this has its own things that make it special. That's why I would rather have a turn 3 big old creature, but the opponent does find one. We have Hulking Raptor. I think we just play Mythweaver Pawk. They probably don't kill it because they're green. But yeah, this card was in consideration for the deck. Can't be countered. When an opponent casts a non-creature, cards in your library perpetually get +1/+1 is kind of insane. But as usual, perpetually pumping up cards I don't draw is very frustrating and not really what I'm here for. Wonder why they didn't do that earlier. They had it last turn, right? You could tell by the stick. Weird. They also could have made 2 4/4s there. Am I gonna sack Mythweaver Pawk here? I could. I don't think I want to, though. I think I want to do this. Now, I also have an 8/8, but maybe next turn, free Disciple. So the opponent got the first commander they untapped with it. Do they have one of the cards that draws a bunch? They have the Selvala. That can be huge mana. You want some? You don't want some. Okay. They have the Fierce Empath, so they might go get Craterhoof here. We're gonna need a lot of power and toughness. But I think we can do it. Oh, they get Vorinclex? Not Craterhoof. Interesting. Boom. All right, to the moon, baby. Now what? Now what? We definitely need an incredible amount of mana before their Vorinclex comes down. And we need to go way over the top and hoof them next turn. That has to be the plan. How do we get that to happen? Prime time? Virtue? The mana doubler in hand is Virtue. Dude, we can have so many creatures. But can we keep the cards going? Not really. And that's 5 again. Not ideal. I don't know. I think I just have to land the Virtue and go for triples. And then how the heck? Maybe I have to land you and use your ability to hit Craterhoof? Is that the secret? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 mana next turn. That can play Vorinclex and flip it. That can do that job. So can Nick those, right? Okay. Primey timey. Send 8/8, get blocked? No. We need more mana than that next turn. You're too slow. You're too slow. You're too slow. 2 lands in hand. Swordtooth can get them there. Vorinclex gets lands, though. We don't need these. Also, how much power toughness do we need to alter dementia them? 81. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 32, 34, 35, 8, 9, 10, 45, 45 plus 8, 4 plus 4, 8, 16 plus 28. It's still a long way. Uh-oh. Goreclaw. Okay. A little hasty. Okay. Dude, we have to get the job done, man. They have Vorinclex, but if they untap, we have no chance. Oh, and they're going to attack? Sure. I'll take it. That's cool. All right. It's hoof or it's try to mill them out. Oh my God. It's hoof or mill them. I can probably mill them. How much is this? X damage divides you choose aim under creatures. How much monstrosity can I do? Trigger. Okay. Gonna make me click through all those, huh? Brutal. Oh, I thought I get an extra land drop. Oh well. I don't think I need the Pelucranos. Oh, I have to play this to get the extra land drop. Well, it's worth it, because how much does a land make now? I don't need anything. I got altar. You're going down. That's the bottom line. Good night. You're gonna be amazed at what I can do with this. As long as I got the time. Bet you didn't think of this, did ya? Not where most people go with mono green. But yeah, I do not need combat damage to beat you. I've got what I need right here. You're gonna make me do the whole thing? Because I will. Here, I'll play this to triple. You think your Vorinclex will stop me? Here, I've got another idea. How about this? How about we do a little side quest mill 10? That looks fun. Choose 2, huh? Pretty good. I could go monstrous for funsies. I can drop you, because you're 11/11. Oh, which land do we want, guys? Which land do you think is the most effective? All right. Mana left over. You think I have enough power and toughness? They have 49. I'm pretty sure I have more than that by a mile. They are making me click all the way through the Selvala. It's kind of infuriating. One, two, three. I am done with clicking through Selvala. Okay. Now that I've reduced friction, they didn't print Gaia's Blessing on Arena yet, did they? So they're not going to get a reshuffle here, right? None of those Eldrazi Titans? All right. Game. That's how you break the mirror. Drana and Linvala is activated abilities, yeah? That hurts my mana dorks. This hand has no mana dorks, but that's why we have to mull it. There we go. Just got to get ahead of this Drana Linvala stuff. A lot of them don't realize how fast you can get killed by a Mega Ooze. Removal? Check. No? Hi. That resolved. Okay. Okay. What you got? You got exile? You're gonna exile it? Oh, you coulda. Okay. Okay. Did they want this? Do they have exile right now? They really need it. Yep, they do. Lucky. Okay. We'll have this for next turn. So they're still under pressure. They might slam this and shut off my mana dorks. They do not. Activate abilities. They just shot off birds. Why didn't they? Oh, it takes double white. That must be rough for them. Look who's here. You're gonna have to kill it again. Pass the turn? Do I try to pump this mammoth and hit? I guess so. Rather than play the deepest growth. I don't know, that's kind of close, but I'd rather hit harder with what I have on board. Waiting till the last possible moment. Okay, well, you didn't take 8. See if you can find your way out of the slime time. Life comes at you fast. You wouldn't want to miss it. Omnath, Locus of the Royal. Usually a landfall deck. On the play? Yeah, we'll try it. Teamer can have trouble with big creatures if they don't counter them. We might draw lands, who knows? They had a spell pierce for Glimpse the Core, that would have been a nightmare. Oh, they got something they're holding. Something for 0. It's the Chrome Mox. And a Hydra. Okay, they got a little 1/1. Who cares? Nobody cares. Here's a big old monster dino. At least that enters tapped. All right, they're trying to outsize me. Let's see how that works out for them. I want to drop the sword too so I can attack with this once. I mean, they're likely to counter it, right? So no counter spell, my bad. But we can play this halfling so that they definitely can't counter the commander next turn if they're sitting on Wash Away. Take 6. We can also go get Cavern next turn if they're sitting on Wash Away. Do they have the land? Oh, you're an elemental? Nice. Okay, it's not a blue land. Only a 10/10. Only a 10/10. Okay, a 10/10 is pretty good. They mathin'? Having trample is kind of messed up, isn't it? Land off the top. Exile a land for them. Go get what? Now we have to play this, right? We have to. What land gets me over the edge? There's a shifting woodland that could be helpful. There's also a Cavern of Souls if they try to counter this on the way back. I don't think that's what's going to happen, though. Get the woodland. Roar! Dinos. And we'll see. Can they finish the job through an 8/8? It's only a 22. I'm at 1 if I block. They need another ramp piece. Oh, you see them thinking now. And they're passing? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Ronus. Probably a counter. No! God, Mana Drain's been my foil. Okay. Brah! Eat health, survive. You can't. You can Mana Drain me, but you can't beat me. Villas. Broker of blood salad. Nope, salad's the name. Okay. What do we need here? Need a turn 2 creature. We don't have it. Worded Hulking Raptor might be good though. It's a risky hand. You're a big dumb meatball, aren't ya? Against black? Maybe I'm supposed to shock this in? Bolt this in because of duress? Okay, we dodged duress. Definitely get this on the field. Opponent lucked out if they have removal spell here. Okay, medallion. Raw. Looking Raptor. Yeah, wow. Can pay ward. Insane. Enjoy your damage. I got this for you. It's bigger. Much bigger. Hi. Yeah, you better draw something good. Eh? You monster. Okay. Jeez, what could it be? I bet it's a removal spell. You know, the card I keep thinking of that would absolutely wreck me is Extinction Event, and nobody's had it yet. Uh-huh. Very good. You might wonder why I do that. Uh-huh. Yep, tap out. Tap out. Good. So how big is that? 5/5. Pathetic. Baby stats. I'll get the Trailblazer for the mana, or for the card draw. Ooh, that's a good card. Now when you target my stuff, you're gonna pay. Go ahead, do it. Exile or bust, buddy. Must feel like a rock in a hard place. You kill this, I draw 3, right? You like targeted removal this thing, but then you're at 7. Like, what are you gonna do? Look how low their life got from Toxic Deluge, Grim Tutor, and Infernal Grasp, and Feed the Swarm. I will take a draw, thank you. Uh-huh. Guess what? It's coming back. Ooh. Ooh. I hope you thought of all this. I really hope this was part of your plan. Hi. How about some indestructible pumpsters? And they can't kill it, or then they don't gain life and they die. I mean, I'll lose indestructible. It's fine. I'm still kicking your butt. And we can still bring you out. Because of the pump too. Oh. Nothing to so much something. It's insane. Massacre girl. You need to kill something. -3, do the job. Is this going all the way? Is this gonna work? Massacre girl somehow the perfect answer? That may by far be the best way to deal with this that I have seen tonight. Unbelievable. It'll take a while. Can you imagine a bastion or like some kind of a meat hook massacre or something to take advantage of all these deaths? All right, 1 loyalty. 11, Jesus. Okay, you. Then we want to play you. And we want to save our land drops for next turn to get our ooze back on the field.
Oh, please behave yourselves.
Here's the big 8/8, but no Shadow Spear. I'm kind of surprised they didn't equip the Shadow Spear. Momentous Fall. Really? Really? This has trample, so they have to block here. They block here, and they're not dead. Do I have the mana after this? I'm a mana short? 1 mana short, huh? Is it better to cast the fall then? I guess the troll dies, right? And then I can attach it there? Sure. Until next turn, whenever an opponent attacks you, they discard a card. If they can't, they sacrifice an attacking creature. Wait, it forced me to? I thought I could sack the troll. I thought I could sack the troll. Cringe. Oh, I thought it was a choice. It's not a choice. Read the card.